A, no, let me do it here. And here we have vector B. So let's try to sum the two vectors. Here it's A1, A2. Here it's B1, and here it's B2. So A1 it's 5 squares. A2 is 15 square. So the first coordinate of A plus B will be 19 squares. So 2, 3, 5. A1 plus B1. Here we have 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. A2 plus B2 here. So and here it's A, B, and here it's A plus B. Oh, as for notation, there is plenty of notation for vectors. I use to denote vector letters. And obviously, the coordinates are denoted by this. Usually, the coordinates are denoted by the same letter as the vector and the superscript denoting which coordinate we are talking about. There is another way you may want to check that this way to denote vector is the same way you summed vector in high school, for instance, in physics, if you've seen it in physics. So just if you were in high school, probably you would have been given this kind of definition for the sum. This is vector A. This is vector B, which it is arrow. Then take a vector of the same length as B, parallel to B, moving towards the same verse, but having it start from where A ends. And so let me try. Another way I've been told was put B consecutive to A. And where the arrow is, you will have your A plus B. As an equivalent alternative is put A following B, which is translate in a parallel way A such that the new vectors, the copy of A starts at the end of B, but you will be obtaining exactly the same vector as before. If you want, you can use the Pythagorean theorem to prove that. The length of a vector, as we've defined it, or what you call the length of the vector, is the distance from the region of your vector may start from the region. So translate it up to the region. I'm simply trying to connect the language that it's sometimes used in high school. If you haven't seen vector in high school, probably even better. Or maybe you don't need to connect the two intuitions. Then we have the last concept, the last operation we have defined is multiplication by a scalar. Let's make another example. And we have a vector, say A, and you have some lambda greater than 0. Here it's A1 and A2. So let's check what's up, what is lambda A. So let's assume that lambda is greater than 1 for a moment. So, and here we have lambda A1. And here we have lambda A2. And here we have lambda A. What we really have, given a vector, we have an expansion. My lambda A is an expansion of a factor lambda of my initial vector.